Welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide Podcast, where we discuss and analyze your favorite marble sports. From JMR Marble League to I'll Go Do tournaments, we'll make sure you never miss the action. All marble sports, all the time, right here on the MSW Podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide Podcast. Sounds like episode 1. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Commander Wolf. And apparently, it sounds like Brendan's a little drunk today.
Oh wow! I mean, like I haven't even popped my Coke. Here, I'll do it on the. Oh, I hit my mic. That's hitting my mic. Here's popping the Coke open. Did you hear it?
Yes, I heard it. Very clear. Very crisp.
That's word of the day right now. Crisp. We should do words of the days. We should do it like the overrated, underrated, where I do it once and then forget. Anyways,
there you go.
Coronavirus, everybody. Said it like it was going to be an advertising read. But anyway.
Yes, I think I can handle this with more decorum. So yeah, the whole thing has gotten much more crazy. A lot of schools and a lot of places have been shut down, as I'm sure most of you have known at this point. So while you're all stuck at home, you have plenty of free time. So you can catch up on a book, a movie, or if you are a little bit behind in the podcast, there's plenty of episodes to go back and listen to.
Yeah, definitely a great time to go back to a Chaos Theory from episode 10, or any of the other times I just rant about random things. So, but yeah, like the virus though, in all honesty, before I probably start joking about it, stay safe, guys. And don't take it lightly, but don't take it too seriously either. All right, dude, listen. There are like 300 million people in this country. Okay, and like more than that, and counting because people like to have babies. So, and 80 people, 80, not even 100 have died from this. Just 80. All right, 80 people. All right, that's like less than the amount that die in a plane crash. All right, when a plane crashes in this country, we don't all go out to the store and buy out all the Eggos. All right?
The Eggos?
Yeah, I was in the grocery store. The shelves are
Eggo
clean,
waffles. Eggo waffles.
wiped clean of food. Like there is no frozen stuff at all. There's no paper towels. There's no toilet paper. So we're gonna have to cut down more rainforests and kill more koalas. I don't know what they do. But guys, it's insane. These people are insane. Okay? So I mean, and I'm serious. Like when a lot of people die from the flu every year, and that's often people who already are in not a good condition. That's why. I mean, flu isn't like deadly inherently, but when we don't see those numbers and go out and tear through a supermarket. Like you gotta calm down. That's the first thing. But on the other side of the coin, all right, don't be stupid. All right, don't throw yourself into groups of 1,000 people, where there's all this possible people fluid, that could give you virus. So, don't be stupid. All right. So just stay chill. I mean, obviously, if you face a situation where you have to be in your house, just locked down, play Marble It Up, which is a great game. I don't know. I was playing that earlier. It's hard. But if you're able to go out, if you're able to go to your job or your school or whatever it is, don't walk around and stand in front of people's mouths and say cough on me because we know it's not a big deal. No, just, put the hand sanitizer on, wash your hands for an extra 10 minutes. 10 seconds. Sorry.
Cough into your elbow.
Cough into your elbow, shit, and then don't wipe your elbow on other people after you do that. And
don't buy all the toilet paper because other people need it. People need toilet paper. You're not gonna be in your house for 2 months on end. Stop it.
Well, you're yelling a little bit there. You're getting a little bit heated there.
I personally haven't dealt with the issue, but I know so many people have been dealing with the issue, and it's infuriating to see it.
Well, tell me about the issue.
What people are going to the stores, they're assuming that they'll be quarantined, like there's like a nuclear holocaust going on, and so they're buying literally all the meat and all of the toilet paper at a store they can get, far in excess of what they actually need, and so people who do need it can't get it.
Yep, interesting. Yes, that is indeed the issue, like I mentioned as well. But yeah, guys, in all seriousness though, okay, don't be stupid. Wash your hands, use some extra hand sanitizer, but don't go crazy. You don't need like a full. You don't need all the frozen food that exists. Okay, you don't. All right. So, anyway, something else I found funny. Sorry, before we long intro, I know, but what are you gonna do? You guys, it's not like you're doing anything else right now, right? You're just locked in your house. So, but I always find it funny how like the news. Well, first of all, the news is blowing this thing out of proportion. But I always find it funny when the news makes a big deal when like certain people get the virus. Like, oh my God, Tom Hanks got the coronavirus, or oh my God, President Trump was tested for the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? So like, singular people, it's important if they get it.
Well, I mean, like for Tom Hanks, because he's so
all the million
old
people that just are normal.
Oh no, I know, but Tom Hanks is rather old, and old people are the ones who are most susceptible to the coronavirus's more lethal effects. So it is actually more.
You always play the devil's advocate,
That's not devil's advocate. That's the wrong way to use that phrase, Brendan. That's
Angel's
the wrong
advocate. Way. WAF advocate. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Like he likes to challenge my ideas. I don't know what I'm talking about. So okay. Anyways, but it's always funny when they make a big deal out of one person getting it. But yeah, I don't stay safe. And Johnny Marble is going to give you some information about Marble sports, and like usual with the news. So let's go there.
Hello, Marble sports fans! I am Johnny Marble, and as always, I'm bringing you that news for MSW. So let's jump right into it. Race 5 of Marbula 1, the Greenstone Grand Prix, concluded with exciting results. The battle for first was incredibly intense as the lead distance would grow and shrink tremendously with each lap. But in the end, Origin from the Rangers took first, with Bolt from the Thunderbolts getting both second and the point for the fastest lap. But Yellow Up from Mellow Yellow took third. And while they did struggle with points, Momo from Team Momo managed to take 6th in the race, the highest placement they've managed to achieve all season. Here's hoping that their good performances continue into the future. Also, go Rangers. In other news though, race 6 of Marble Circuits, the Montreal Grand Prix, has wrapped up, and it was quite an interesting race. The fastest lap was replaced by the Golden Lap, where one lap was chosen at random, and the marble with the fastest time during that lap would receive 2 points. It was an interesting experiment that resulted in Peppers getting an additional leg up on the competition. And on the final lap, it began to rain. It was an unnerving moment as the track became slick and more prone to accidents. Unfortunately though, no marbles were injured, and in the end, Peppers took first, followed by Sea Turtles in second, and Gold Piston in third. So we're now halfway through the Marble Circuits, and with the next advent of weather conditions, I can only imagine what Rebecca will do next. Well, hey guys, I've been Johnny Marble. You have been the best fans in the world. Let's take it back to the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Welcome back from the news.
What was that? Brendan, are you okay? Are you having a seizure?
I think Brendan's had a stroke, everybody.
Oh yeah, I had it's just the effects of being locked in my house, man, with this whole virus thing. Anyway, thank you, Johnny Marble. As I turn to my left because he's totally in the room with me. What's going on, Johnny? Yeah, get on that news. Yeah, Waff hasn't written it yet. I know he hasn't written it yet, and we're recording now, right? I know it. How has he not written it?
I was going to do a Johnny Marble impression, but then you
I told him to write it. He wouldn't. He's just not doing it. I mean, I think it's his mom's birthday, though, so we gotta, like, give him some extra day today. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna tell him to write it, though.
All right.
He's not gonna get to it, though, for a couple of days.
Anyways,
Hope you enjoyed my side conversation.
say hello to our special guest, JM, our editor.
Hello.
Hey, it's the reason your episodes are always late.
It's the reason
Trust
that
me,
we exist.
They would be later, I think, if you weren't here.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah,
That's
like you do.
That's nice to know that the bar's been set that low, so I can just like kind of like lightly hurdle over it. No worries.
Oh, man.
I guess to kind of plug him a little bit, Justin also does his own podcast called Analytical Anarchy on Anchor, where he mostly talks about film and stuff with his friend. I can't remember his name at the moment.
Ryan.
And it's actually I enjoy it quite a bit. So it doesn't update on a very consistent basis, but when they do, it's fun to listen to.
It is, yeah.
You know, if you take every month since we've started recording, which was February of last year, we've uploaded about once a month. They just come, 4 months apart. That's okay.
Okay, good. But wrap your head around that one, everybody. Anyways, first of all, it's great to have you on. Like, it's way overdue. I mean, you were the guy or the reason that we exist here and managed to somehow get the show out weekly. For people who tune into the recording, weekly for them seems like every Friday, Saturday, even though we recorded on the Mondays, which is like, wow.
Yeah.
But, first of all, dude, big thanks, man. Like, triple big thanks. Like, without you, we would snowball our way out of here, and we wouldn't be raspberry racing through.
No,
sorry.
we're not doing this again.
Okay,
We're not
I'm
doing
sorry.
this again. No. Stop.
I mean, they'd be better if you the first one was fine, and then you just kind of shoot. Anyways, it's.
I did that because Waff was making a deal out of it, so I wanted to overdo it.
I don't know if you heard the episode when you edited it, but I actually screamed a few times, and oh boy, there was some interesting sounds.
But no, it's been a lot of fun editing for you guys. I'm happy to be here.
And before we ask our question, we always ask our first-time guests, which you guys will all be able to chorus it with me at this point, all the long-time listeners. I do want to ask you, because you are the guy who edits, of course, as we've mentioned so many times, as many times as Eggo's bought from the supermarkets because of the virus. But I do want to ask, so what do you think of me as a podcaster, Waff as a podcaster, how we've progressed? Are we good now, or we still have work to do? Like, what do you think about all that?
I think everybody still has work. Everybody could be funnier or more concise or getting their point across better. I think I started editing for you guys, middle of October of 19?
Yeah, around episode 18 or something, yeah.
Yeah, so the both of you have gotten more comfortable with yourselves and with each other, and especially with your guests. Like when you interact with people, everything feels more natural and just like you're having a conversation rather than you're talking at somebody,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's a good thing, yeah.
I appreciate it. I didn't know we were going to get reviewed on our own podcast episode, but hey, there we go. I appreciate it.
I'm asking for it, Mr. Waff. Mr. Waff, I'm just trying to make you better, buddy. I'm just trying to make you better.
Well, thanks, Brennan.
You're welcome.
All right, well, let's ask the very first question that we ask our first-time guests. And
let's do it. We count down from 3. Let's chorus it together. Everybody?
All right. 3, 2, 1...
How did you get into Marble Sports? He even knows it.
So
he does listen.
I actually haven't been into Marble Sports for very long. I think I watched one of the viral videos that came off shelves in 2018, and I subscribed to the channel. And then it just went unnoticed in my subscriptions until the Marble Olympics of last year, where it was the balance beam one, where the record was broken 3 times.
That was crazy. I loved that one.
Yeah, it just sucked me in. I watched every single event day of after that. I was just entranced by it.
Yeah, I think we've all been entranced by Marvel racing at this point.
Now,
it's so crazy.
Now, I do want to ask, because I feel like a lot of people have formed an opinion on this. Do you prefer, like, okay, so like, you know, JMRs kind of have the 3 main things. They got Marble League, and they always did the Sand Marble Rally, and now they're going to try to do a yearly Marbula 1. And at that point, that's probably it. They couldn't fit anything else in the year unless they really got more on their, you know, building the channel stuff team. But do you kind of have a preference? Do you like more the Marble League, Marble Olympic stuff, or do you like more of the Sand Marble Rally, Marbula 1 stuff?
For whatever reason, I'm not really into the Sand Marble rallies. They all feel very homogenous to me. The track doesn't like the track doesn't move enough for me. I love Marbula 1. It is my favorite thing on their channel.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm not sure where I sit on it personally yet, but I'm definitely loving Marbula 1 more than San Marble, I think, at this point. That I definitely would agree with you there, that's for sure.
For me, I definitely agree Marbula 1 is better than Sand Marble Rally, because Sand Marble Rally, in my opinion, listen, I actually do understand, like, it takes a long time to carve out those sand tracks. Like, they actually made a video on how they have to do it. They have to wait for a certain weather condition. They have to get out there with the little shovel and pat everything down and make it smooth. But I think Sand Marble Rally really needs kind of what Marbula 1 is getting, where parts of the track are kind of different here and there. So you notice in Marbula 1, you know, in the Hive Drive, they had the little gravitrax in just a small section, but it's there. And, you know, they had they had the sand in one of them, and they had like, well, they haven't really changed it up besides that, but
they've had the really twisty courses.
Yeah, every one of the tracks is not. I don't want to call them gimmicky, but they felt very unique, and that I think that's what I've appreciated most about the Marbula 1 stuff. Is every course feels unique, either in the look of it or with the different gimmicks that they've used.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the live chat guys asked what my favorite team is. Crazy Cat's Eyes, because they were the first. they were the first team to break that record in that event I was talking about.
Top on the rolls here for me. Crazy Cat's Eyes it will forever be in my top 5. I'm also a big Mellow Yellow guy. Gotta be honest, big Mellow Yellows, but Crazy Cat's Eyes, man, like, I love them. They're such an underrated team, and I love the classic, you know, cat's eye look they have, because that's where marbles really started, with the whole cat's eye thing. Now, like, I even know I never really played marbles like the old game, but, like, you know, people would always talk about cat's eyes and stuff, so it's kind of like a classic type of marble.
Yeah, it is definitely a very classic look, and I'm into that. I'm a fan of an 06 team for the NHL. I'm really into those old-timey, classic but modern looks.
Yeah, right on. I love that stuff. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So, anyways, as far as it goes, yeah, for me, definitely definitely Marble League is my favorite. Like, Marbula 1 to me, like, I understand what you're saying. Like, they do have that, like, gimmick or that change in every track, but even in that, I just feel, for me, just not enough difference. Like for me, like the Mo Motorway and the Savage Speedway, there wasn't really much different between them, right? They were just different. I know, like, Greg Woods will say, like, oh my god, this is the longest track so far. Oh my god, this track has the most turns so far. But, like, to me, like, that's just kind of gimmicky, and, like, it's really cool for, like, the O Raceway, where they had the sand area. Really cool in the Hive Drive, where they had, and by the way, the race changing, okay, point with the Gravitrax, that literally changed the outcome of the race. The fact that that little Gravitrax area was there in the Hive Drive, because I forget, one marble got caught up on it, and, like, the Midnight Wisp passed them or something. I don't know, but it got crazy out there with that. And those are the kinds of things, and And like, you know, I get it. I get it's a little extra work, but I feel like it's just not that difficult to put a couple things in there. And I don't know. Have you ever seen the Marble Fubica channel?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, that would be probably the second biggest marble sports channel by far, because after that it really gets tiny or bad. But they're doing a similar marble circuits, to call it marble circuits. It's a similar type of idea. Not gonna get into that whole drama, as Waff knows, but they kind of had a similar situation, I feel, because I kind of and they, you know, but they started to mix up track sizes in the circuits a little bit. They put like wide tracks and narrow tracks. They actually will a couple times build their own little foam courses as well. But then they got a little bit generic as well. And I guess it's just, I say to both channels, just, you know, try to put something interesting in both each time, you know, because, you know, when it has that weirdo kind of portion, even if it's just a short portion, that weirdo kind of, you know, different type of track or whatever, then that pulls people in, because it's like, oh my god, I wonder how that's going to make it different, right?
Well, what's exciting about Marbula 1 for me is their first season, and they're already doing weird stuff with the Gravitrax and the sand. You know, in their second season, you know, maybe we see hills in the track. You know, I think that would be so interesting to try to like replicate. Not like a 1-to-1 ratio, right? But there's some famous corners in Formula 1, and you know, maybe one of the gimmicks is that corner from Spa, or like they create a similar setup to Singapore with a night themed race with a bunch of LEDs shining down on the track.
Oh my god, you need to go work for JMR.
But there's a lot of really cool things that they could pull from real life and implement them into Marbula 1. I think that's the most exciting thing for me.
For me it's like theming. Theming is a big deal for me, and I think JMR does a pretty good job of that, but I think marble sports channels in general lack theming as of now. Like, for example, if you actually take a look at the Marbula 1 posters, there's a poster that represents each team that's competing. They have themes. Like, you're talking about the Singapore track, well, Mellow Yellow's kind of theme is like a kind of an Asian city. If you look at the thing, it has like some of those Asian looking characters, and has like the city kind of look great for like Singapore, which is like out there somewhere. So like, yeah, like I feel like if they hosted it, you should kind of theme it based on what you did for their poster. And like, so that's why it was like when they had Greenstone, which I would have rather a different name, but the Greenstone track, I was hoping that some of it, maybe like a little part of it, had some sort of like obstacles, like pebbles on the track or something, you know, and maybe the pebbles were not like, it wasn't like the whole track, but it was just kind of like maybe anchored onto the regular track, just kind of like some obstacle, or maybe a little greenery, or you even put some felt down and you get a little grass thing going. Because when you look at the Green Ducks poster, you see like a river, and you see like green and some rocks, and you're thinking like, you know, sort of that kind of woodsy kind of, you know, kind of whatever the word for that kind of scenery is, you know what I'm saying, like woods and
rustic
trees and stuff. Yeah,
and like that's one thing that wow, voice crack. That's one thing that that's one thing that the Fubeca's channel does better. I think better is that they have better scenery. Like, they take a lot of time to make the scenery and stuff look good. So they actually kind of sell the atmosphere. Whereas JMR, like, at least for most of the races, have been like just kind of like put in the same white background. Now, as a patron, I can't tell you what's going to happen. I can't say that will change a little bit for some of the future
yeah,
races.
And they do try a little bit, yeah.
Yes, but I think like they spend more time on track design and all that stuff. So like, I think that's the difference between them. Fubeca spends more time on the overall aesthetic, whereas I think JMR maybe spends more time on track design. Possibly. Maybe
more the editing. Like, if you look at the editing, channels,
you look at the production.
Like, if you look at Fubeca, one of their video, like, you'll see their videos, like, and you know, they'll pan over the track in the first, in my opinion, way too long, but the first like 30, 45 seconds will be a pan over the track, and you will see it's like decked out, man. He has a whole greenery underneath the track. It's got like a whole rock kind of area. It's got whole forest kind of under there, and like the track design, he'll design some little types of things to go along with the track. He'll put a little box with marbles to sit in at the top. Sometimes he'll put some umbrellas up there, different types of things like that. He'll paint the track different colors, which he's been doing a little bit, that kind of stuff. And so he's taking a lot of effort in that. However, he could use a little bit of work on the video editing side. The other side of the coin, JMR, yeah, and if you, I really noticed in the last video, you can kind of tell, it's just white painted walls in the background, which gives it that kind of clean, professionally look. But they're not like they're not like putting trees up for the green ducks and then putting city buildings up for the mellow yellow. But they do have much more cleaner, concise editing and stuff like that.
I wonder how much of that comes down to budget, though. I don't know that any of us know. But I'm sure that they'd rather be spending their money on new cameras and new tracks and the 3D printed. They 3D printed that new release gate for the marbles for Marbula 1A.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did look different.
Yeah, and that was very, 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 very cool. Like I the fact that they kind of constructed that whole thing, engineering behind that.
Yeah, I think that budget and time are the main things, I would say, for why they might not have as much scenery.
And that's Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say they do try to get it on a weekly basis, and there's only so much you can do on a weekly basis trying to meet that deadline. Because I think they always have like 2 races filmed ahead of time. So basically, when one race is being aired, the other race has already been recorded, so they're working on the race after that already.
That's true, and I just wanted to say, just that, and I talked about this before. One of the things that makes Marble Sports so difficult, and especially with weekly uploads, is time. Because there's so much to do to make Marble Sports. You have to be. It's not like filming a real sport. You have to be involved in every aspect of the situation, making the track, making the marbles go, and filming them, and then switching them out for the next teams. Blah 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 blah. Doing all that stuff and the editing the video. It's so much time that, in all honesty, the quality of the videos would be, I would say, about 5 times better if it was once every 2 weeks instead of once every week. But then viewers would lose interest because it's not once every week. And so it's like, because we want to make sure viewers are interested, you got to do it once a week. Obviously, it would be really, really cool if it was done where you kind of set up a schedule where you do it, you personally are making the videos once every 2 weeks, but you don't start releasing the videos until after you make like race 4. So you do it once every 2 weeks, but it seems to come out weekly for a short time, scheduling it like that. But that's the thing, like if you just don't have enough time in 1 week to do everything. So something suffers a little bit always in that situation, especially in Marbula 1 and Marble Circuits, where you have to have that extra annoying qualifying video, and you have to make sure you time every single marble for every single lap to find that fastest lap for the extra point. 1 point, by the way, 1 point, which probably won't end up making a difference based on the magnitude of the points that first, second, third place they get and stuff. So I mean,
we saw for the 2019 Marble League, that 1 point change.
That's different
from that 1 point from the I think the Midnight Wisps lost because they got disqualified from the relay race, cost them an entire position in the overall at the end.
But that takes them, dude. It takes them an inordinate amount of time to time every single lap. Like FIBA kind of mentioned it once. He was like, "Dude, this takes me literally a freaking day."
No, I know. I'm just saying that the point does matter.
Point.
The point, that 1 point can make a difference.
And it's important for me as a viewer if they say that it's Formula One, then I guess it's important for me as a viewer that I watch both, right? I watch Marbula 1 and I watch Formula 1, and it's important to me to have that extra point for fastest lap. It's a small detail, but it's really, really nice to have in there, and I would miss it if it wasn't.
Oh, I do have a question for you then. So, what Marble Circuits did for Fubica, what they did recently is, in lieu of the fact that it takes him so long, because he doesn't have as big a team as Gel, I don't think. He it might even be just him, or it's like him and one other person. Like, what he did recently was, because he calls it Marble Circuits. It's not like based after Formula One. It's kind of just like a circuit style.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is he's doing what he's called Golden Lap. So like at random, or I think now he's doing like a poll or something beforehand. A lap is picked, one lap from the race, and that lap will be measured. Each Marble's time will be measured on that particular lap for the points. And, a couple people complained on that saying, oh, well, it's not as genuine as like Formula One, but it saves him unbelievable time. And it's still all over 1 point. I mean, I don't know what you think about that.
I think that's awesome that he has a way to do that saves him time, and it still brings that element to it. But if JMR has the team and has the time to do it, then it's really, really nice as a viewer that they do it authentically.
Yeah, because that is one of the pulls of Marble Sports, that like, wow, these marbles are like doing sports, but it's like really being done to the max professional level that you could think of. That was one of the things that wowed me, just how like organized and professional and to the T that it was done.
Yeah. So I did want to ask something. So since we know that Crazy Cat's Eyes is your favorite team, they are not in Marbula 1. So who are you rooting for?
I've just been enjoying the races and waiting for a team to impress me. I've really been enjoying watching the O-Rangers race.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty good this one. Yeah, I gotta say. I'm still a Momo fan, but as I'm sure you've noticed, it's not going too well for them.
No,
it never does.
It is not a good season to be a Momo fan.
No, it's not. It hurts a little bit. I'm praying that they can bring it back, at least get middle of the pack, very least, and then get all the way up to the top of the podium for Marble League 2020.
Hey, the midfield's not a bad place to be. Some of the best racing happens in the midfield. Oh, that's what I have a complaint about Marbula 1, and it's their camera angles. Never feels like not never. It feels like their cuts from camera to camera don't make a lot of directional sense for the racing.
I agree with that.
I don't know if anybody else feels that way.
100%. It bothers me to the nth degree. Actually, sorry, I don't want to go too crazy about this, but because I watch both Fubica and JMR, I see it in both channels, and it's, oh my god. Well, Fubica's made some mistakes where he had a replay of the starting gate in halfway through the race, which just confused the hell out of me. But he actually, recent race, he put it at the end of the race, which was really nice because it was kind of like the race was over, and then you got to see some highlight. It was almost like highlights. But for both channels, and I think they're getting better with this because I remember at the beginning, in the first couple of videos, even especially in the qualifiers, even you'd see like camera insets popping up all over the screen, and I couldn't even see anything, in all honesty. But like I agree with you. I really think the best way to do this is to kind of take the Sand Marble Rally approach. One camera following the lead marble. Build the track so it's like, so that you can do that. I don't know how you would do that, but like, kind of, follow the lead, and then maybe drop, move the camera back to look at the marbles in the back, a few times, right? Because I mean, to me, just like when you're trying to follow the beautiful thing about Sand Marble Rally that I really like is that you can always follow the race because the camera, there's no cuts. There's no like cuts that you have to readjust your eyes to. It's always like you're just following it the whole time. And so, if they just follow it the whole time, there's no like random cuts where all of a sudden you're looking kind of north and then you're looking south and you have to readjust to where all the marbles are and get that whole new view. And so I don't know. I don't know if that's what you were kind of thinking, but yeah, dude, I really wish they kind of. I mean, you know what they say: keep it simple. Keep it simple, right? And you know, putting all those extra cameras in because you think all the extra camera angles would be really cool. I mean, the beauty of Sand Marble Rally is how simple it is. Like 1-2 cameras does the job, and it's really easy to follow, and it gets really exciting to watch because of that.
I would. I'm split on this because I think that would be that's the simplest solution. But I have this image in my head of like season 3 or season 4 where they're releasing 2 sets of videos. They're making money. Their team's grown. They've got themed races, and then they set up a couple GoPros around the track. And you know, a lot of our complaints, I think, can be fixed with just better camera work. Cause I don't want to get too much into it, but like, if you have good camera work, then, or even like a good editor who can move the aspect ratio around, you can definitely relieve that, the eye line, or the place where your eyes are on the screen, the action will stay consistently there over cuts as they get better. So I have this image of them releasing 2 different videos, one that follows like the lead 4 marbles, and then the second one is following the action that happens in the midfield with like the different GoPro cameras, kind of like how the F1 TV thing is, where you can choose to follow different racers around F1 circuits. I think that would be very neat if people had enough interest in watching the midfield to be able to do that.
Yeah, and the midfield, even in the commentary, even in Greg Woods' flawless commentary, often goes unnoticed because, you know, when you especially, you know, when I do commentary too, so I kind of feel this too. When you're doing commentary, it's like, you know, you got to be on top of what's going on, especially in the lead spots. Because if you miss things in the lead spots, people will literally complain. They'll be like, dude, did you see that overtake from second to third? You didn't even mention it, right? And the lead spots where all the important stuff happens because people care who gets first. But then that midfield disappears. That like 6th to 11th just gone because, like, you know, you're so focused on all the different overtakes and movements and lead extensions and lead retractions in the front, and so, like, yeah, I agree, like being able to kind of get a whole kind of focused perspective on the midfield where you really talk about all the crazy racing that's going on there, because in all honesty, especially in Marbula 1 where you have 16 competitors, that, like, you know, getting 6th over getting 10th is a big deal because as far as points go, because you didn't get first, but you know, I mean, marbles are happy doing, you know, anywhere probably in the top 6 or even the top 8 in this situation. So I mean, it really, I first of all agree that would be cool if they could do that, but I think it's an important thing to cover that's often missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I agree. Wobb's comments.
I think like there were like some camera transitions like in the earlier races. I think it was during the Mo Motorway, like where it was a very slow fade into another camera shot that like made it so disorienting. But they haven't done that recently, fortunately. I suppose maybe having like, so I'm trying to figure. You're saying basically you want to like have more professional camera placements when they switch. Is that what you're saying, basically, Justin?
Yeah, I want 2 things. I want better camera placements, and then I think there's a lot that can be done in the editing room to keep the audience's eyes focused on the action during cuts. Because the biggest source of frustration for me is where when I'm watching something and then it cuts and all of a sudden I have to go searching for the lead marble or the dominant source of action on screen.
So would you say maybe like doing something similar to the Sand Marble Rally where they put like a little corner camera that shows like some action going on in the middle? Would that be something that you would
Yeah.
Like?
Yeah, like a camera position on one of the main turns, and we can cut to that and watch close up as marbles swing by, and then watch 3 or 4 of those, and we can cut back up to the main camera following the lead marbles again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, sorry, I was just forming an idea as well. Anyway, one of the things one of my dream things, which a lot of special stuff would have to work out in order for this to become my job, but one of my dream jobs is to, because I'm going into engineering, is to be an engineer that works solely for marble sports. I mean, whether it be JMR, Fubico, whatever, I don't care, or something different. Who knows what's going to be. Maybe some sort of live events going on in the future for marble sports, which would be insane. But to be an engineer for marble sports, because one of the things I think also that is necessary in marble sports is a new perspective, because watching marbles is different than watching watching people and watching cars, and because size difference and speed difference and everything. And one of the things I think would be so cool if this could be pulled off. And this would be hard. You would really need like a professional engineer to focus on this to get this done. But to kind of put up some sort of track, kind of like some sort of a, imagine the Marbula 1, any Marbula 1 track in your head. And then imagine like on the inside of the track, not over where the marbles are, kind of like on the inside of it, you have like some sort of poles all along the track sticking up, and then you have sort of like a little track above that, and then you can put a camera on it and kind of move the camera along that, because what you could do, and my idea would be you could then move a camera along that track right above the regular track where the marbles are racing, and kind of get a good view of all, like a good 5 marbles in the front, but much closer up, so you could still see all the action, and the camera would be moving along with it, so it wouldn't be hard to see, but you could really see close up. Because one of the things that's also difficult when it comes to marble sports is seeing it from a distance, because you face 2 difficulties when you make marble sports. You have to either sacrifice being able to see, so you can get a wide angle, which JMR more goes for the wider angles to see like most of the track at one time. So then it's like, even I remember in the recent race, I was trying to like, oh my god, is that one yellow? Is that one yellow? I can't tell. And then like it was yellow, but it's besides the point. Or you go close up, but because you have like, because you're holding the camera and you're not like moving along at a steady pace with the marbles, it gets jerky and it gets like the angle's always changing. So something like that, in general, like an engineer who'd focus on marble sports would be great, because there's so many different things that could go with that. But like just something like that, where the camera could like, be following along with the marbles closer up. That would be so cool, in my opinion.
It would be really it'd be cool to test that with like an indoor drone.
Oh, true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. A drone. Yeah,
and you could hover it outside of. Oh, but see, the issue is I don't know if that audio is usable. Like you'd have to really get a quiet drone for that, because I really like hearing the marbles clack against the track. Like
that makes it better.
Yeah, and if you've got those blades going with a bunch of white noise, I don't know how usable that would be.
Right,
and that use noise cancellation to remove most of the sound of the blades, but it would still be present, I think.
Yeah, that's true, but that's what that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe if it just some sort of camera that kind of goes around the track, and just on like almost like a monorail. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Because because then you don't really have that noise, and it's like, oh wow, this camera looks like it is moving as fast as the marbles, moving with the marbles. That would be cool. Obviously, that would be really annoying. You'd have to build something with a bunch of tracks that all fit together. It would be like its own marble track, but for cameras. So that's why you would really need an engineer, professional engineering situation that works solely in marble sports. Because this thing about marble sports is marble sports isn't child's play. If you want to make good marble sports, there's actually a lot of complex stuff that goes into making sure the marble sports looks as good as JMR does it. It does, and like so. But if they could do that at some point, if it becomes big enough that could even be considered, like that would be. There's so many things you could do if the sky's your limit, as far as equipment and budget goes with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we've been talking a lot about the concepts of Marbula, but we haven't actually talked about the most recent race. So why don't we get started with that? So I gotta say that this was probably one of my favorite ones thus far.
Oh, same. Reasons. I agree. It was very exciting.
Both because like all those turns made it so chaotic, but also like there were so many great performances. Like the Thunderbolts and the Rangers were fighting back and forth for that first place position was intense. I loved it. And then what really made me happy on the inside was seeing Team Momo like coming up there, getting like constantly near the front, and like even when they got knocked back because of mistakes they made, they would get right back up there. And I was so proud.
You just liked the race because your favorite team did well? Be honest with us, huh?
That is part of it. I will not lie. That's always part of it. But I will say that the Rangers and the Thunderbolts also were fun to watch. It was great.
I really enjoyed the battle for first place for the Greenstone Grand Prix.
Yeah.
I really liked the track too. I loved that technical section on the lower right hand side.
Oh, with all the turns and stuff.
Yeah, that was very entertaining for me to watch.
Yeah, that's interesting because I agree. I guess with some of the live chat that like as far as the track goes, not overwhelming to me. Not overwhelming is not the word. Not over. Not over. What? What's the word?
They're not over
impressive?
Enthusiastic about it. Like
not over impressive to me. Whatever, over impressive or whatever. Yeah. Not over impressive to me because it was kind of like the Savage Speedway, but a couple extra curves, so Greg Woods can say it's the longest track, right? Because this, to me, maybe I'm just a little critical because I do a podcast about Marble Sports, so I can be critical. But when I hear things, when Greg Woods talks about the track and he says, "Oh, this track is the longest track," or "This track has the most turns in it," to me that's kind of like a cop out, like, oh, I didn't want to build a whole sand trap or something like. But and I know it's a little bit critical because all the work that's put in is already amazing, but the race itself, like I agree, was super exciting. All the it was like Rangers, but then the Thunderbolts came. Well, no, I think the Mellow Yellow came ahead, and then the Thunderbolts took it back, and then Mellow Yellow again, and then the Rangers came back from third, and it was a big deal. Like that was really cool, but the track, not so much. I guess I don't know. Just my opinion.
Bless you. I don't know if that'll stay in, but
that was my lovely girlfriend.
Bring her on the show. Bring her on the show for a second.
Hey, do you want to come say hi?
Sure. Oh, this is great.
4 guests.
Hello.
All right, so this is the third member of Anarchy, my girlfriend Nikki.
Hello, Nikki.
Do you watch Marbula 1? Do you watch Marble Sports?
You know what? It ended up on my Twitter for the first time today.
Oh,
so this is
yeah.
what people are
Yeah, it
watching
ended up on everybody's
sports.
Twitter. It was insane.
It was 5th trending last time at its highest in I think
yeah,
the US.
for a few seconds, yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the sand marble rallies was on, I think it was on the sports subreddit, like the full out sports subreddit.
It's crazy.
Saying that ESPN should air it.
Oh yeah, in a way they kind of have like on the Ocho. I know what they mean, like the official, like just the prime time, but like it was on the Ocho, so it happened.
Yeah. That's it's crazy. I can't even believe it. Like 5th on trending. I mean, like just people going crazy. I mean, like the race they picked to was interesting because that was one of the oldest Marbula Marble Sports
it was
races.
Comet. The specific hashtag was Comet, the racer Comet. From the
how did that be? I just realized, how did that become the?
Well, they won first
hashtag,
in that race
yeah.
that trended for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nikki, do you have like a favorite team in Marble League, Marble Olympics?
She went upstairs to go to bed.
Oh wow!
Have a good night, Nikki.
Short
if you ever
podcast.
listen to this.
It was great. You were a great guest. great to have her on. We'll have to have her on again for a couple more seconds here and there. Anyways, yeah, I don't even know how that became the one, but I guess because they won. I guess somebody I guess a bunch of people saw it and was like, oh, Comet won, so let's make it Comet. But that was, yeah, I realized that I was expecting, I would expect Rangers, right? Because Rangers is catchy, that kind of thing. And, they were prominent in the recent race as well. Yeah, I guess, what's interesting though? Because it was Sand Marble Rally that got the trending, and I just always think back to when Greg Woods was on the show in episode 24, and he says to him Sand Marble Rally is the best because when he wasn't even into it, when he was just when he didn't even know about marble sports and he's just getting into it, to him that was the most appealing because it was the most just classic pure racing, which is interesting. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe to outside people who haven't seen marble sports before, the pure racing of Sand Marble Rally is the pull. I don't know.
I love Sand Marble, the actual races. I really like them. I just don't like the I don't like the full seasons dedicated to Sand Marble Rally.
I agree
because they're just too homogenous.
I agree with that. Because actually, when I first, I've mentioned this before, when I first got into marble sports, Sand Marble Rally was the first thing I watched. I loved that. I was and I actually, for a while, I was like, this is great. Marble Olympics is boring and stupid. I said that. I was like, yeah, what's this Marble Olympics thing? I don't care if the marbles can do high jump. It's just them going through a ski jump. That's boring. But yeah, let's get them racing out there. But it was almost like you have to acquire the taste of it. Kind of when you eat a food that's tasting enough times that it becomes good tasting because you're used to it. That's kind of what happened. And now I've shifted more towards Marble League, Marble Olympics, because because now I now appreciate the whole marble sports, the whole essence of marble sports, the whole getting behind the team and seeing them do all these different things. But yeah, when I first saw it, I was 8th grade, 9th grade. I was just oh my God, I want to see the marbles go fast and that guy talk about them. You know what I'm saying? I literally was yeah, I want, and because I saw those videos and I was just can I find more videos of that guy who's really good at commentary doing commentary for more races? That was it, man. And then after a long time, I was this Marble Olympics is great.
Yeah, I think that what really kills Sand Marble Rally for me is their individual marbles, and I'm not rooting for a team. When I watch pure racing, I really like rooting for teams. Even if it's just 2 marbles or 3, I really like having a team, a brand to build
Agreed.
A fanship around.
Agreed.
And that's something that doesn't happen in Sand Rally.
Yeah, and
yeah, I understand that. Yeah. I can understand that feeling. Sometimes it's more fun to root for a team, I guess, than just one single individual. And one of our live chatters I had mentioned that the red number 3 is kind of rooting for them. And while I can understand that, it's not really fun when you have someone who's dominating constantly to the point where it's not even really fun. As someone who really likes marching band, it is kind of something that does ruin the experience a little bit. The Drum Corps International world champion stuff is most of the time it's so far it's been the Blue Devils who've won a good chunk of them in the past few years. It's is it the Blue Devils are gonna win again? Okay, sure, I guess. So it kind of ruins the sense of competition when you know that there's gonna be one group who's pretty much guaranteed to win.
Every year the Cavaliers somehow find a way to disappoint me. Every year.
I haven't seen what I can't. I'm blanking on the recent shows right now.
I am too, but I love their I love their history, and just I really like the Cavs, and for some reason they just can't do it.
Yeah, I'm a big Bluecoats fan. I went to one of their camps to try and audition, and I got to play Hymn of Axiom. That was a great moment, I gotta say.
Anyway,
What do you play? Hang on.
Yeah, it's just,
Hang on. You're a mellophone player?
you got it, yeah.
French horn? Hell yeah.
Mellophone as well.
Oh, I know those.
trombone.
Those are like the slightly lower trumpets, right? They're supposed to be trombones, but trombones would be hard to do in a marching band, so they do mellophones, right?
The mellophone is literally like the middle instrument that can literally play like in like all like as high or as low as the player can physically do it. So basically, it can
Like
be a
trumpet,
bass
but
instrument,
lower.
But it could also be I'm forgetting like a soprano. I guess soprano instrument if you really want to go there.
Yeah, actually, because I remember I was in a marching band for 1 year because it was I go to private school. They don't have a marching band. He's a private school kid. But so I did it like I got like really. It was like a really weird situation where my sister did not go to the private school that I went to, so like I got to be in the marching band for 1 year. I don't know, doesn't matter. But I was in it, so I was like 1 year I played trumpet, so I remember the whole like mellophones and stuff, which is really cool. I don't really know what y'all were talking about when you were talking about like Cavaliers, but that's my interesting point.
Jump Core podcast.
We've derailed this Marvel podcast
Honestly, Waff, you should
into a
start
DCI
that.
podcast.
We should roll back
Don't.
to the topic. Shit. Sorry, that was well placed.
All right, that's it. No new segment.
We should range it in. Oh wait, is it
All right,
really
we're done.
like range it in? Do people say that? No. Wait, what is the thing?
No. It doesn't matter.
We should. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's snowballing away at this point.
Stop.
So
You already used that one.
You already used that one.
Can't go for a
Broken
twofer.
record now.
this has become a balls of chaos, man.
Not again.
Oh man. Oh man. I think I'll have to take a roll on Greenstone. Anyways, plowing ahead. Anyway, back to Justin's point, which I kind of forget, but I know a point came to my mind, so I'm going to try to get it out if I remember it. I'm too ADD for this. But oh god, what was I talking about? Oh yes, you were talking about like the San Marble Rally and how you kind of lose interest because there's not a team you can get behind. And oh my god,
yeah.
How many times, guys, have I mentioned on this podcast the importance of to make marble sports interesting, and the reason that people really get into Marble League and actually probably more into Marbula 1 than the San Marble Rally is that there's that essence of a team, a kind of like a fan base to get behind for each one of these races because when you have a logo and you have a group of many marbles, like that's one of the reasons why everybody bandwagons behind the O'Rangers. Catchy name, and when you look in the audience, you see this giant group of scary orange marbles all grouped together. They have their chant. It feels like you're a part of something. Even though it's just marbles on the screen, you as a fan feel like you're a part of something with all the other Rangers fans, and you're like, wow, we're behind that team. That is the mistake currently with San Marble Rally, because to me it just, and especially since they roll like 24 marbles at a time in the races, it's just 24 marbles. I don't know 2/3 of the names of those marbles. I really don't. I know like Pollo Loco and Big Pearl and Ghost Plasma and Red Number 3, of course, and like freaking Rastafarian. That's all I know.
Dragon's
I don't remember
Egg,
what
El Capitan. Marbly McMarbleface. How could you ever forget Marbly McMarbleface?
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess
what a
I
great
like
name.
Marbly McMarbleface. But you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of like lose that sense of oh wow, I'm really behind this team because it's not a team. And so the I guess that's one of the positive things about Marbula 1. They're using the teams, but I really think, I mean, they obviously face the problem where they use bigger marbles for Santa Marble Rally, but I really think the teams you pick for the Marble League, you should use them for everything because they're going to get way more attention because people are like, okay, I may not like the races as much. I may not like the homogeneity. Is that a word? I don't know. Shit. I don't the homogeneousness.
the homogeneity that is
the gayness. Okay. Sorry, I make myself laugh. It's stupid. The homogeneity of the Santa Barbara Rally races, but oh my God, the O Rangers are racing in it now. That's exciting to me. Right? Do you get that? So, like, because imagine, Justin, because you're like not really big into the Santa Barbara Rally because of that. But if the Crazy Cat's Eyes were a team they actually have a marble called the Crazy Cat's Eyes in it, but besides the point. But if the Crazy Cat's Eyes team was racing in Santa Barbara Rally, would you tune in more just because you want to see how they're doing?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess to draw a parallel to real life sports, like for instance, like Usain Bolt is like just a single competitor, but he's representing his country of Jamaica. So it's like it's a single competitor event of like the sprints. It is still like a team effort in a way, and so that's why it's easier probably to get behind, because it's not just Usain Bolt you're cheering for his entire country. So like in marble sports. In Santa Barbara Rally, you're just cheering for that one competitor. It's not as fun as cheering for both an individual competitor and their entire team.
That's true. Well,
I think that Sand Marble Rally is it's really good for getting people interested in the channel, and then once they're there, and you know if they want to like check out everything else. The teams like the team-based things are a good way to get people to stick around.
Oh my God! I just had the best idea. Finish what you were saying though, but I had a good idea. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. And my second point is that I think another part of my lack of interest in Sand Rally is it's very difficult to identify different marbles because I'm not familiar with them, and because there's so many of them.
There's like 28 or something.
The NFL has an issue with fans recognizing player faces because of the masks or the helmets that the players wear, and I think that's something that contributes to my dislike of the San Marble Rally as well. Gotcha.
Interesting. Anyway, what had come to my mind was JMR said. Oh, no, JM. Sorry, we call him JM. His name's Justin. All right, got it. Got my own situation back. So what Justin said was, damn, I'm really. I don't know what's. I'm tired or something. But what he had said that like the Santa Marble Rally often pulls people into it at first, and then they get like more into the Marble League, kind of like what happened to me, because they like to support the team and stuff. But I think what they should do, and this would be so cool. If I was given control of the channel right now, this is how I would do it. I would, saying that pretending that I couldn't change anything about the Sand Marble Rally, like shorten it to like 16 racers or 20, which is what it should be, and like making logos for all those marbles and stuff. But I would
have logos.
No, they don't, and they're not doing that for 30 marbles, all right? They're not doing that for 50 marbles, which is really what it is, because think about all the ones that don't race. But what they should do is they should kind of run it as like a once-a-month thing, that Sand Marble Rally is like a year competition that happens once a month. So you have scheduled out. You have Marbula 1 in the spring. You got Marble League in the winter, in the summer. And you got in the fall you got what is it, the B League or whatever, which is like they should stretch the number of events out a little bit more, make it 8, which is what I thought from the beginning. You have those in the different seasons. Then at the beginning of every month, you release one Sand Marble Rally race. Because you're right, the Sand Marble Rally serves to bring people in. So if you had it go once every month, then it's always like somewhere near the top of the suggestion, somewhere near the most recent video. But it's only released once a month, and it's kind of like a tournament going on while all the other stuff is happening. So it's like people that are not really into it don't have to sit and wait for 4 months while the Sand Marble Rally tournament goes on, because they don't really care about it. But and in the end, people that are new that actually like the Sand Marble Rally will get Well, to get that video once a month, have time to get into the channel, and be able to enjoy that. And then you rerun it as like a once a month, start in January, end in December, 12 video, 12 race tournament, and you kind of serve all the purposes there. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I think I definitely think that's the best of both worlds.
Best of all the worlds there.
Get the best of both worlds. So every time I hear
someone
that
just
phrase
said to
now,
me,
it's
"How's your
Hannah Montana,
coronation?"
as it always comes up every single time. Curse you, Disney, and your catchy theme music.
Disney.
But-
To be honest, Star Wars is the best thing on Disney right now.
I think I probably agree with that. But anyway, it's like, okay, so
You
back
probably
to
give me that.
back to
What's
Greenstone.
Rojo roll on to something else? Sorry, I used that already. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Back to Greenstone. I don't know if we discussed it enough. Like, or does anybody have anything else that they want to say about Greenstone? Like any specific competitor or moment that they thought stood out to them?
No, but it is time for the trivia segment.
Now it's time for the trivia segment. Come on now, let's go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. All right, welcome to the trivia segment, everybody. We're doing it. We cut into what Waff was about to say, not because we don't like Waff. We love Waff with all our hearts. But we are almost at an hour. We are at 56 minutes, guys. And I'm telling you what, we got to get to the trivia. We can't leave the trivia out, of course. It's everybody's favorite segment. So to jump right into it, actually, we should just do that.
My long-windedness from Anarchy is really paying off here.
So I'll look on hey.
I get a little long-winded here and there too, you know. Sometimes I got a savage speed right through it here. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Shit, all right. Sorry, all right.
This is one trend I want to end.
All right. Just ask the question, man. Ask the trivia, all right?
Okay. So, well, since you started it, why don't you give it the first one?
Oh, always being put on the spot. I'm telling you what, man.
I
I'm
started
telling
the
you
trivia,
what.
like, the past
First,
few
you
episodes.
beat me in chess, like destroy me. Then you're making me ask the trivia question first. All right. I have two. The first one is what video went viral recently for JMR. Well, we actually already mentioned that earlier in the show. So, your task as a listener is go back earlier in the show and answer that one. Go to the other one. So, okay. Let's try to figure out this question. Okay, so I'm gonna read it and then we'll figure it out. What marble is the highest scoring in Marbula 1 that has scored in every event so far? Oh, so what single marble?
What single
I mean, he's in the
marble?
live chat right now. So you're saying what single marble, not like what team, but what single marble has scored the highest amount of points for their team without ever having a 0-point situation? I mean, you're in the live chat. Tell me, please. Shit.
I think he does mean like one individual marble.
So a marble that hasn't won but has scored in every race that they've been in?
No, yeah, he's saying like no, they could have won, but like you know how like some marbles just get 0 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a marble that's never gotten 0 points, a single marble that has scored the most points so far. But not the team with the most points, the single marble with the most points.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
My
gut is
don't know the...
saying rapidly for some reason, because rapidly from the Savage Speeders has been very
I was
consistent.
leaning there, and I'm just gonna go with Pulsar. I'm sorry to say it, I'm going with Pulsar.
Pulsar's not a bad choice.
Thank you for approving my guess. Anyways, Justin, go ahead.
Waspy?
Interesting. Damn it, Pulsar's all right, Pulsar's wrong. Well, I'll go with who's the other one? There's Waspy, but there's also like Wespy or something, a Wispy. So I'll go with the other Midnight Wisps guy.
Wait,
I have the answer, Akanon. You don't have to tell me.
But you can't be told that your answer's wrong and then change it. That's not fair.
Well, he just told me it was wrong before I looked at the. He gave me the answer in a spoiler. And then he told me in the chat is wrong, which is like implying to me that I should change it before I look at the answer.
Akanon, then why would you tell him that? Like, you're not supposed to tell someone that they're wrong about the trivia before the answers.
Well, that's his bad. I'm not one of the crazy cat size. I like that, the tall guy. I should promote you. I'm going to promote you right now for that. So you'll be dedicated roller now. Just random promotion during the episode. And Yoshi's here and is only a casual roller, so he'll go up one as well.
Well,
that's how it
chat,
works.
So it's hard. He's just kind of lingering.
He's just chatting, and I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so I'm gonna change it to the other Midnight Wisp one. I think it's Wespy or Wispy or something. Because Justin says Waspy.
All right, so I think we all got picks.
Bill Frosby would know.
All right, what's the answer?
Don't you think? Like, he would probably really know that very well.
I think Frosby might. He's a very knowledgeable person.
Anyways, let's see what it is. It's Starry. Wow. Wow. And Pulsar's been doing better in my opinion, but I guess Starry's been able to be more consistent because Pulsar did have a little bit of didn't they have Pulsar have some higher placements than Starry, but I guess Starry had more points overall. I don't know.
That might have been the case, possibly. I could have sworn that Pulsar was did rather poorly in a previous race, but I could be wrong.
Oh crap! I'll put you at top roller, MFA. You've been here a lot, and you beat me in chess. Good for you. Yeah. Anyway, that was a cool question. So, you guys can. My live chat. Are you dumb? Pulsar was not better. You know what? Shut up.
All right.
All right. At least, well, actually, I am a Limers fan, so I'm pretty much batting zero.
I have my question. I'll go next. So this one might be easy, but it's the most relevant to the race. So for Marbula 1's race 5, the Greenstone Grand Prix, there were a lot of turns. How many turns were there?
Oh, we did this question.
23.
Wow. Well, it's 23.
I heard so many things. I
he
knew
was
it
so
easy,
confident.
I just want to make sure people are paying attention. Yeah, the answer is 23.
I don't know why I knew that.
He mentions it at the
I
beginning
didn't
of the
even
race.
watch the start of the race. I rewatched that race today, and I was clicking along in the YouTube thing.
Yeah, what's up?
Because I didn't want to watch like the opening. I didn't see the opening text.
Really?
Yep. Just for whatever reason, it was just in my head.
Wow.
I think you just
That's some good intuition right there.
Yeah, I think you're. I can't think of
that
a marble
was the
pun.
fastest trivia question in history, hands down, no questions.
In history, just what's in history ever in the world?
Yes, on this show.
Yeah. Anyways, cool question. Justin, do you have a question? Akanon? No,
I do.
Because you made fun of me. Sorry, live chat talk. Sorry, go ahead.
It is not Marbula 1 related.
Okay.
Okay. In 2019 Balance, Crazy Cat's Eyes broke the record. Who was the team who broke the record after them?
Say, in the balancing.
In balancing.
Was it
I know this.
the Hazers?
No, it was Thunderbolts.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was Thunderbolts. Hazers broke
with the
it
third
after
one, yeah.
the Thunderbolts.
Okay,
Hey, that's why they call me a Marble Sports connoisseur, Mr. Waftia. Sorry. Actually, Mr. Waff has that role because he won in chess, pretty much. But yeah, I know those kinds of weird things. Definitely Thunderbolts, and I remember it. And Thunderbolts are always like that too. If you notice, they're always like right there. They do something cool, but then someone always tops them. I feel like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like they're always the second.
That's how I feel about my. Go ahead.
They're always the second fiddle, second roller. I don't know. Just you talk because I'm not doing it very well.
That's how I always feel about Crazy Cat. Like every
true.
event that I feel like that they do well in, they do well early, and then they just get topped 2 or 3 times. It's like, oh well, I guess we're fourth again.
Well, yeah, I know, right? It's awful. I love the Crazy Cat size. I wish they could.
Yeah, I remember.
I can't think of a marble pun.
I remember getting so into the Crazy Cat's Eyes team once I realized hey, you can actually tell the individual racers the easiest with this team. It's like but then it was I think it was like the Gravitrax race that like they started out doing good, but then they just kind of lost out. I think they got like 4th place, I think, that race. So, but then like they were.
Oh yeah, the Crazy Cat Size, same thing. I remember that race because they got 3rd or 4th because they got like stuck on the thing at the last second. They were going so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we got to start to wrap it up.
That was the trivia segment. Now let's head back to the show. The show. Oh,
I enjoyed so much having Justin on. Again, thank you for coming on as our producer and just kind of indulging in some marble sports. It reminds me, why I love the whole community so much. It's just so fun to talk about it, just to talk about the situation like they're athletes and stuff. It's great.
Yeah. This has legitimately been a blast. I'm so thankful you guys brought me on.
Oh, well, we hope to have you on again because you
us.
literally work with the show. We should have you on a little more often now.
And I guess, once again, to plug him a little bit, he has his own podcast, and you can find that on Anchor or wherever you find your podcasts. Lately on
wherever you find your podcasts. Ryan and I have a new logo and a new theme, so we're going to be putting our nose to the grindstone and actually putting out some episodes.
Putting your nose to the greenstone there.
To the greenstone.
Anyway, who's your sponsor, by the way?
We don't have a sponsor. If you listen to that episode, it was a
oh my gosh, you got me so good. I legit.
Because Waff was saying to me, "Oh my god, they have a sponsor, and we don't have a sponsor, man. Get on that." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try." And he's like, "Oh my god, man, how do they have a sponsor? We don't have a sponsor, man."
That was a convincing joke. I'm not gonna lie, you got me damn good with that one.
See, yeah, Waff's pretty gullible, Gullible's written in a different channel of the Discord. Waff, go check it out.
What was that, sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just making fun of Waff. So.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, guys.
Hey, can I take us out?
That's the end of that. Let's,
Brett, Justin asked something.
Oh, you wanted to...
Yeah. If that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this has been the MSW podcast. Thanks for listening, and roll on, Marble Sports fans.